Hi, my name is Niara Griffith. This is my presentation. Today we'll be talking about the Ivy League and why these colleges are considered great. In the critically acclaimed 7-season sitcom dramedy Gilmore Girls, Rory Gilmore has been said to want to go to Harvard from a young age. She pushes herself to do the most she can, study as best she can in high school, and she ends up going to Yale. Her grandfather went to Yale and is in full support of her and says it's a great school. But why? In the United States, we have 8 universities we call the Ivy League. Harvard and Yale are both on this list, as well as Brown, Columbia, Cornell, Dartmouth, Penn, and Princeton. You can see all their flags here. It's kind of pixelated. This is Brown, this is Columbia, this is Cornell, Dartmouth, Harvard, Penn State, Princeton, and Yale. In this speech, I will be exploring the history behind the Ivy League universities Brown, Yale, and Princeton, and why these schools are so respected and societally important now. Brown is a societally respected school because of its integrative and open curriculum. Being located in Rhode Island and founded in September of 1764, is one of the first colleges founded in the United States. This school has seen centuries of the American dream, especially since it was founded before there was the United States to begin with. According to an online article from Brown University itself about its history, it was the 3rd college in New England and the 7th in colonial America. This article goes on to list major changes in Brown University history, then talks about our focal point as to why this university is so significant today. Its open curriculum, or the Brown curriculum. The Brown curriculum eliminated core requirements and replaced them with degree-specific requirements. The article says that the goal of this approach is that students serve as the architects of their own courses of study. According to Crimson Education, Brown offers more than 80 undergraduate areas of study. So this makes it easier for students to try different things and opens them up to study what they're actually interested in. This gives Brown a more reputable position as an Ivy League university, given its open curriculum and deep history. Princeton is a societally respected school because of its high academic achievement standards and because of its dedication to service. Located in Princeton, New Jersey, this school was founded in 1746 as a religious institution. According to Britannica, its inception was a direct outgrowth of the Great Awakening. The purpose of founding the college was to train clergy who would be in agreement with the precepts of the revivalist movement. It was renamed from the College of New Jersey to Princeton in 1896. Since then, it has grown to be one of the oldest, 4th oldest, and most competitive universities in America to get into. Alumni such as Justice Sonia Sotomayor, physicist Richard Feynman, and Cornell West give precedence to this. They hold or held extremely important and respected positions in their field. 32 people out of the current staff, according to Princeton's official website, are Nobel Prize winners, and 54 of their former students are Nobel Prize winners. Their acceptance rate is 5%, according to the U.S. News, meaning that for every 100 applications they receive, they only accept about 5 people. They are actively looking for the best and the brightest. That's not to say other schools aren't looking for the same, but it's to say that Princeton is intensely selective. Princeton is also considered great because of its deep commitment to service. Princeton identifies itself as a liberal arts college and says on its website that it works to uphold such values in everyday situations. On the Princeton website where they state these values, it says that in 2016, Princeton's informal motto was revised to "in the nation's service and in the service of humanity," bridging phases from Woodrow Wilson, class of 1879, who was the president of Princeton before becoming an actual United States president, and Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor, who was class of 1976. This, along with other visuals on the page and reading into the history of the institution and their alumni, give Princeton the impression that they are a great school. Finally, we have Yale. Yale University is one of the most prized and respected schools of the country because of its rich history and richer tradition. Yale is the oldest of the 3 institutions I was speaking of. It is founded in 1701, renamed Yale College in 1718, and is the 3rd oldest school in the United States. Yale became coeducational in 1969 and changed one of its residential colleges' names in 2017 after learning of the deep racism that person held. It graduated 5 U.S. presidents, including Judge W. Bush and George H.W. Bush. And similar to Princeton, has a 5% acceptance rate. Viewing testimonials from Yale students on the Yale News website and through YouTube, you can see the rich tradition and depth of an experience at this school in particular. YouTubers like Millie Liao, who's one of my favorite YouTubers ever, vlog weeks or days in succession, showing their experiences in class with the workload and the pressure to succeed at a high level. In one of her videos, though, she went to a Harvard-Yale football game and took the time to participate in a deep school tradition as well as focusing on her studies. Harvard and Yale have rival football teams, so when they play each other each year at the game, it is a big deal for both schools. For Millie to take a break from her studies during the end of semester shows the dedication to her school that would not happen if the school wasn't great. Yale is considered a great school because of its deep commitment to history and tradition, as evidenced by continued student involvement in its traditions. Of all the Ivy League schools I've spoken about, they're all seen as great, and all of them for different but overlapping reasons. For Brown, it was the openness of the curriculum and how students drive their own education. For Princeton, it was the high standards and values in service. For Yale, it was history and tradition. All three of these schools are rich in history and tradition and have interesting methods of facilitating learning and a real dedication to their student body as evidenced by alumni. Maybe the greatness in these schools lies in the people who choose to go to them. Thank you.